Oh, I can't even say that on YouTube, can I? I feel bad for Miss Koharu, but I'm not in the mood for class right now. What happened to you, Takeru? Are you still at this school somewhere? I attempt to search for Takeru's presence, but it's no use. The only thing I feel is a protective barrier erected by her. She definitely came here. That much is true. I feel a certain restlessness come over me. I want to start exploring the campus immediately. I think we'll stop here for today. Make sure to review everything we went over, all right? The moment Miss Koharu leaves the classroom with a textbook in hand, I stand up from my seat. Come on, Yamato, we got work to do. I want to find Takeru as soon as possible. However... Say, Shiratori, I heard you're a model. Is that true? Your hair's so silky and beautiful. What kind of shampoo do you use? Huh? Well, I suddenly find myself surrounded by several of my new classmates. Yo, Shiratori, mind sharing your 3 sizes with us? One of the guys even goes so far as to blurt that out. They're positively bursting with eager curiosity, and I can't find it in myself to say no to them. My 3 sizes are a secret. Also, you can just call me Mikoto. As for the shampoo I use, we're only really chatting about mundane, everyday topics, but I enjoy the lighthearted mood of it all, so I let it all play out. So, is that Tachibana guy your boyfriend? One of the girls asks me that in a low, hushed tone. What? No! Why would I date a pervy loser like that? Awesome. Then you should go out with me. Absolutely not. I mean, you look no less pervy than he does. The first thing you did was ask for my 3 sizes, and don't think I didn't notice you staring at my babonkadonkers all day. God, guys are such losers. The girls all share a hearty laugh. From the outside, the building looks so cold and clinical, but the students in this class seem like genuinely good people. Miss Koharu was really nice too. Come on, Mikoto, didn't you say we had work to do? Oh, right, I did say that. Yamato, who's been somewhat isolated from the rest of the class, finally addresses me, sounding more than a little disgruntled. He's right, though. We need to hurry and look into Takeru's disappearance before the break is over. Sorry, guys, I need to go take care of something real quick. Come on, don't be like that. What could be so important? I can show you around the campus if that's what you wanted to. No, that's okay. We'll be fine on our own. I'm really sorry, guys. I clap my hands together in a show of apology before hurrying away from the crowd. Seriously, Mikoto, we didn't come here to gossip and chat away. Look, I know, okay? Anyway, let's go. We've wasted enough time. Whoa. Hold up, Yamato. Stop running around like a dog with no leash. I'd go slower if we weren't running out of time thanks to a certain someone. Laughing, Yamato leaves me with a somewhat mean-spirited comment before storming out into the hallway. But then... Gah! That was definitely the sound of someone crashing into someone. Is it Sui? Come on, can't you be a little more careful? I hurry outside into the hallway and realize Yamato has just bumped into a girl carrying a large stack of papers. Oh man, see, this is exactly what I was trying to warn you about, moron. Are you all right? I'm so sorry. I hurry to the girl's side. Oh, that hurt a whole bunch. The girl's face gets redder and redder by the second. When Yamato bumped into this unlucky young girl, he landed face first in her chest. And into a position where he just so happens to be... Oh, come on. Yamato, you useless, perverted loser! I snatch Yamato by the nape of his neck and forcefully drag him away from the poor girl. Gah! My neck! My poor neck! I may or may not have heard his neck make a cracking sound, but either way, I pay it no heed. Oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. Are you okay? Not only was she tackled, but she was sexually assaulted as well. I have no words to describe how awful I feel about this. I snatch up some of the papers scattered across the floor and hand them back to her. Yes, I'm fine. She stands up, quickly pats down her butt, and looks at me with an expression of uneasy concern. Our rather out-of-place uniforms must be somewhat confusing to her. Oh, let me introduce myself. I'm Shiratori Mikoto, and I'm a new guest student, you see. I messed up when I said that, and I made it sound like she said I'm a new guest student. I'm a new guest student, you see. Nice to meet you. Oh, and the walking piece of human garbage over there is Yamato, but you don't need to remember his name. Hey, could you stop making me out to be some kind of monster? Yamato cuts in, still rubbing the back of his neck. Look, I'm sorry about what happened. I ran out in a hurry and wasn't looking where I was going. Again, I'm really sorry. Yamato gives the young girl a deep bow, who continues looking at him with widened eyes. Yamato? You mean that Yamato? Huh? By any chance, is your family name Tachibana? Huh? How'd you know that? I only mentioned his first name, didn't I? We both look at her in puzzled shock. As for the girl, her cheeks flush an even brighter hue of red, and her eyes take on an excited glint. I almost can't believe it. You really are the Yamato I know. Huh? Wait, what? Whoa. Hold up a sec. What's going on here, Yamato? Do you know her? I don't know. You don't remember, do you? I'm Sui. Kayama Sui, that is. Back in kindergarten, you helped me at the park. I've never heard that name in my life. Yamato, on the other hand. Sui? Oh, I remember now. You were such a crybaby. You were such a crybaby back then. Oh, you remember? That's right. It's me, Sui. I'm so happy you remembered, Yamato. Can I get an explanation here? I'm kind of lost. How did Yamato ever make friends with a girl like her? Remember the park where the three of us used to play? Yeah. It was always just me, Takeru, and Yamato. One day I noticed Sui being bullied there. They took her head, if I recall. Yeah, and Yamato got it back for me. After that, we would occasionally play together. I never knew. I can't believe Yamato kept this a secret from me. In fact, this is the first time I've ever heard about any of this stuff. But man, who would have thought I'd run into you here of all places? And that you become so pleasantly well-endowed, too. There he goes again, being an incorrigible perv as usual. And those disgusting grabbing gestures he's making with his hands, I can imagine what he's fantasizing about. His eyes are, of course, glued to Sui's chest. Ah, geez, Yamato. You've always been so naughty. Sui hides her chest with a giggle. Why do I get the feeling she's low-key enjoying this? What did he do to her back in the day? Frick. Gosh, I gotta be extra vigilant from now on. That's enough, Yamato. Don't think I'm not seeing where you're looking. Yeah. I give his stupid, lecherous face a quick slap. Is violence the only language you speak, you freaking titty monster? Who are you calling a titty monster, you tight foreskinned lecher? Please don't fight. When I snap back at Yamato with a fiery glare, Sui attempts to stop us in a borderline tearful voice. Well, why did you guys come here anyway? What's this about being guest students? Sui fidgets and tiptoes in a panic, desperately trying to change the subject. She knows exactly what she's doing, but at the same, I do find her mannerisms genuinely adorable. Sorry. Oh, and just call me Mikoto. I'll call you Sui as well, is that okay? Okay. Mikoto? That'll do, I guess. As for the reason why we're here, how do I put it? I can't exactly tell her the truth. At times like this, Takeru would be able to skillfully dodge the question, but without her around... Right, so the truth is, the two of us are actually demon hunters now. We came here to look for Mikoto's sister, Takeru. Yamato, what are you doing? While I'm over here trying to come up with a serviceable enough excuse, this moron goes and tells her the truth without so much as batting an eye. Okay, so, that thing you said about demon hunters is like, and the person we're looking for is, well, I give Yamato a quick poke and try my best to get us out of the hole he just dug us into. However... Demon hunters? Takeru? Oh, I see. You mean Shiratori Takeru, right? I didn't realize she was your sister. Huh? You know Takeru? Sui's unexpected revelation makes me immediately forget that I've been trying to steer her away from this exact subject. Yamato leans forward as well, clearly eager to hear more. Well, we, only chatted a little. She talked about, demon hunting, too. She did? Really? Takeru talked to you about demon hunters? Yes. From what I understood, she was in the middle of some kind of investigation. The truth is, I thought she was really cool, so I sort of watched her in secret. There's a tinge of embarrassment in her voice. I'm not particularly surprised, though. Takeru's always been popular with other girls. But she eventually noticed me, and our eyes met. When that happened, Takeru, she looked a little surprised. She told me to keep it a secret, though, and that's when she revealed all these things about demon hunters and other stuff I didn't fully understand. She also told me I had a strong spiritual affinity and asked if I'd ever seen any ghosts. There was something I found really odd, though. Takeru is one of the most amazing people I've ever met, but no one even gave her a second glance, almost as if they hadn't even noticed she was there. Sui continues her story, slowly but surely remembering things as they happened. I see, she really does have a strong spiritual affinity. The barrier whose faint traces I felt at the school served to conceal Takeru from others. Such a barrier would make it significantly more difficult for the average person to be consciously aware of Takeru's presence. It's the perfect tool for quiet infiltration, but its effects diminish when it comes to people with an especially powerful spiritual affinity, people like Sui. But to think, she would actually remain completely unaffected by Takeru's spell. Sui clearly remembers both Takeru's physical features and her presence at the school. I could be wrong, but I get this feeling this girl's spiritual affinity is off the charts. I specialize more in offensive spells, so sensing spiritual auras and the like is pretty far from my field of expertise. But even I can tell just how strong her affinity is. Hey, I got a great idea. Why don't you show us around school, Sui? We've yet to fully get our bearings, you see. Oh, okay. But did something happen to Takeru? You said you were looking for her. Yeah, we actually haven't heard from her in a while, hence why we're here. Hey, slow down. You can't just involve her like that. Think about the potential consequences. If something really did happen to Takeru, this could end up putting poor innocent Sui in danger. It's okay, really. I'm worried about Takeru too. So, please allow me to show you around. After studying After stuttering her words out, Sui looks sheepishly at the floor as her face turns beet red. Wait a second, does she actually... No, it's not even up for debate. I'm 100% sure about it. Sui has a crush on Yamato. Huh, so a girl like her would fall for someone like him. Interesting. It's making me feel kinda... weird. Right, now that we're all on the same page, just as Yamato is about to take charge... Oh. Sounds like we're out of time. We hear the chime of the school bell signaling the end of our break. Ah, I need to hurry back to my classroom. Right, then why don't you show us around after classes are over? I doubt trying to squeeze it into break time is gonna cut it. What do you think? Sure. I'll meet you back here after classes then. Are you really sure about this? We don't want to force you. It's okay. Don't worry about me. I decided to ask her just to be on the safe side, despite knowing exactly how she'd respond. Besides, I'd actually be really happy if I could help you too. Oh, I see. Glad to hear you feel that way. We're grateful for your help. Don't mention it, Mikoto. Sui, huh? She might be overly timid, but her heart's in the right place. She gives us a warm, bashful smile. Oh, crap. Come on. Teacher's almost here. Right. Okay. We'll see you later, Sui. Oh, okay. Take care, both of you. We both make a mad dash for the classroom after spotting the teacher at the far end of the hallway. I certainly didn't expect that we'd run into an old acquaintance of Yamato's at a place like this. Still, at least now we have ourselves a guide. It should only be a matter of time until we find Takeru. After classes are over... Sorry for being late. Sui's sizable chest is rapidly heaving up and down. She clearly ran here as fast as she could. Oh man, look at those puppies bounce and jiggle. He's not even trying to hide his degeneracy. Yamato! Ow! Ah, okay, fine. Yamato looks at me with a spiteful glare after I give his head a fierce old smack. Ah, why is he acting like he's doing me a favor? That said, my eyes end up drifting towards Sui's chest as well. Huh? Is something wrong? Still somewhat out of breath, Sui tilts her head to the side in confusion. Every tiny movement she makes forces her chest to bounce up and down. What's more, her skin's slightly flushed and there are droplets of sweat here and there. I'm not a guy, but even I can tell how sensual this must look. Nope. Everything's A-okay. Anyway, shall we go? A pseudo-enthusiastic response is all I can muster. Oh, that reminds me. Sui, before we go, could you maybe show us where the school infirmary and the swimming pool are? Oh, good idea. We gotta make sure we have somewhere to sleep. Yamato follows my act, abruptly lifting his gaze as if he's suddenly remembered all of this. He's right, at any rate. We'll probably end up staying at this school for a while, so it would make sense to check out the room we'll be sleeping in. And it couldn't hurt to know where the showers are either. Okay, no problem. We'll go to the infirmary first, okay? It's not that far from here. Sure thing. Lead the way. As it turns out, the infirmary is directly below our classroom. We go down the stairs, take a left turn, and keep going straight until we come upon the door in question. Guess this will be our new bedroom for a while. Excuse me. Come on in. Oh. Surprisingly. Okay, that was supposed to be a female voice. Come on in. Someone with a surprisingly cute voice responds from within. As we step into the room... Oh, it's her. Okay, I need a voice for her then, okay? So What voice am I gonna do for Momo? Why, hello there, Miss Kayama. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Why, hello there, Miss Kayama. Oh, I see you've brought some fresh faces. Oh? Huh? Wait, what? We come face to face with a preposterously adorable little girl wearing a lab coat. Oh my God, who is this cutie? And why is she in a lab coat? What are you doing at the infirmary, sweetie? My voice jumps up an octave or two as I give the girl a hug and a little kiss on the cheek. Oh no. She's light enough to where even I could lift her up. Oh my God, she's so cute. Are you okay, honey? Did you get lost? Is your big sister around? Oh gosh, you're as cute as a button. Ah! Okay, that was supposed to be cute. Ah! I gently poke at her soft, fluffy cheeks. They're almost like marshmallows, so smooth and pleasant to the touch. Oh, Mikoto, you've got the wrong idea. Oh? About what? Anyway, just look at her little coat. She's pretending to be a doctor. It's so cute, I just can't. She's a little cutie pie, isn't she? And check out that adorable ribbon. Could you please stop that? Yamato starts petting the young girl with rough, broad movements. Hey, you're being too forceful with her, Yamato. Ignore the big scary guy, okay? What's your name, sweetheart? Can you tell me how old you are? I carefully fixed the girl's hair after Yamato's crude head patting made a mess of it. I'm Miss Momo, and my age is a secret. I see. Little Miss Momo, huh? And this is where you play doctor, huh? Mikoto, Yamato, you've both got the wrong idea. Huh? What do you mean? Sui seems to be in somewhat of a panic. She's not a child. She's Mrs. Momono Momo, the school nurse. The what? Huh? Our brains struggle to process the information we just learned. Instead, we simply stare at the pink-haired girl in complete and utter disbelief. I'm not telling you how old I am. Huh? What? Are you for real? She's an adult? I sound an embarrassing squeal out of sheer surprise. Could you let go of me now? Oh, right. I'm so sorry. The girl, or should I say Miss Momo, starts busily fidgeting in my arms before I finally let go of her. Whew. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Momono Momo, but please just call me Miss Momo, okay? She pats her wrinkled lab coat and gives us a warm, beaming smile. Oh my God, I just can't take it. You're too darn cute. Mikoto, please. It's no use. I can't resist my urges. I know she's an adult, but still, how can someone be this criminally adorable? Phew. I'm really sorry. I lost my cool there. I heave a long sigh and offer Miss Momo a sincere bow of apology. Don't sweat it. The deputy principal told me about you guys. You'll be using the infirmary as a place to sleep while you investigate Miss Takeru's disappearance, right? Guess she already knows the full story, huh? I'm assuming Misaki told her in advance. Hey, Miss Momo, I take it you've met Takeru before? Yamato, stop! You're being awfully rude to her. Not as rude as you were when you treated her like a pet. Fine, you've got a point there, but still. Anyway, let's forget about all that for now. So, Miss Momo, Takeru is my sister. She visited this school on important business, and yep, I know. We've met, actually. You have? Can you tell us what you remember about her? I latch onto Miss Momo's words and start questioning her outright. We need to know what Takeru did at this academy. Even the tiniest morsel of information would help. Miss Momo tilts her head to the side, clearly trying to recall Clearly trying to recall something. Well, let's see. Well, it did surprise me to learn she was a demon hunter. And when I told her that one of my relatives was a demon hunter too, she was quite shocked herself. Seriously? You got a demon hunter in your family? Are you for real? Wow, to think a girl this cute, a woman this cute, would have demon hunters in her family. I'm shocked. Are you now? Why are you so shocked? I know a person's affinity for becoming a demon hunter has nothing to do with their looks, but still, it makes me feel a little odd. You reacted just like Takeru did. I guess you really are sisters. She lets out a soft giggle. That relative of mine is called Rinko, by the way. Say what? Rinko? You mean that Rinko? What Miss Momo has just revealed comes as a bigger shock to us than the fact that she's not a child. She's got to be talking about the one and only Kokonoe Rinko. I'm the bestest demon hunter that's ever lived. The rest of you can't even hold a candle to me. I can still practically hear that voice of hers in my head. She's small and cute, just like Miss Momo, but at the same time... Oh, you do have the same hair color, I guess. Well, I suppose there is a resemblance. An outward one, at least. And you know Kyoko, right? She's married to my little brother. Kyoko, huh? So your brother actually... Your reactions are exactly like Takeru's. I can see why Takeru would be shocked after learning all this. Yamato? Mikoto? What about looking for Takeru? Huh? Oh, you're right. I was so flabbergasted I completely forgot what I was going to ask. Duh. This was a terrible idea with the hair. It's just, it's everything possible is going wrong with it. So, oh, right. Miss Momo, we were trying to figure out where Takeru is. We haven't heard from her in a while, so, you know. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good at all. Again, she lightly tilts her head to the side. So, according to Miss Momo, Takeru, like the two of us, decided to spend a few nights in the infirmary. But as it turns out, Miss Momo possesses an unusually high spiritual affinity, leaving her unaffected by Takeru's spell. Well, she is related to Rinko. Much like in Sui's case, even someone like me can get a sense of how Much like in Sui's case, even someone like me can get a sense of just how gifted she is. She's not on Rinko's level or anything, but still. I wonder if it's just my imagination, but she seems to have an untold amount of latent spiritual energy. I take another careful look at Miss Momo. It feels like I might be picking some kind of highly unusual aura of... But the last time I saw her, Takeru was acting kind of strange. It got me a little worried. Hi. Did you know there's another baby? Hi. Hi, baby. You're also under 18, so you can't play this game either. It's okay. I'm sure there's not going to be one of those scenes for quite a while. Strange? Strange in what way? She looked upset about something. So I asked her if something was wrong, but she simply said she was fine. I couldn't just leave it at that, so I went to ask the principal, only to be told she had already left. Takeru, something must have really happened to her. And the chances of her still being at this school, are worryingly high. When was the last time you saw Takeru, Miss Momo? Let's see, the last time was... Oh, right, it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Really? Wait, isn't that kind of strange, though? That would contradict what Misaki told us. Huh, I knew he was a liar. Well, wait, what do you mean you knew? Huh? Are you serious? The guy's obviously a lying, conniving slimeball. Well, why are you jumping to conclusions? Misaki's nothing like that. How can you be so sure? Didn't you listen to a word Miss Momo just said? Their accounts of what happened don't match up at all. Yeah, but... He does have a point. According to Misaki, Takeru supposedly left after making a call, which happened shortly after she arrived at the school. However, Miss Momo told us that she saw Takeru the day before yesterday. How about you, Sui? What do you think of Misaki? Suddenly, Yamato turns to Sui for answers. Me? Misaki. He's... well, I haven't really talked to him much, but he seems a little scary. Huh? Sui's answer surprises me. I mean, Misaki was so kind to me, almost like a true gentleman. So, why is it that Sui finds him intimidating? He wasn't always like that, but now, well, it's difficult to put into words. Sui struggles to describe how she feels. Told ya, I know a two-faced liar when I see one. Well, wait a second. It's just the impression he gives me, that's all. Sui. Watching Sui, it's clear to me that she's picked up on something. So, how about you, Miss Momo? Any thoughts? Let's see. Well, we haven't had many opportunities to talk. She then pauses a bit to think. That said, I've heard several students talk about how he had changed after becoming deputy principal. I see. He changed, so he wasn't always like this. I'd rather not suspect someone who's been so kind to me, but I think it'd probably be the best if we talked to him again. It's the only conclusion I can come up with. Heck yeah, let's storm his office right now. What? Storm his office? You want to go right now? When else? What's wrong with you anyway? This guy could be working against us and you're still trying to defend him? Working against us? Come on, you don't know that. See, it's because you keep jumping to stupid conclusions like this that you keep screwing up, you tight foreskin clown. What is with her obsession with that specific part of his body? Who are you calling a clown, Boobzilla? Please stop fighting, guys. If our current situation wasn't stressful enough, Yamato keeps adding oil to the fire with his rude comments. It's only natural for me to blow up at him. Meanwhile, Sui continues fidgeting in a panic as we fire off insults at each other. Also, I think Misaki has already gone home, so... He went home? Yes. As far as I'm aware, he always heads straight home after classes. That sounds about right. I don't think I've ever seen him around after classes. I see. Why am I feeling so relieved all of a sudden? Besides, I still haven't finished showing you around campus. That slippery dude won't be this lucky tomorrow, though. Yamato, enough! Could you please not stir up any unnecessary trouble? It's only going to make it harder for us to do our jobs. Harder to do our jobs? What's that look for? The way Yamato just glared at me. Sui, could you continue showing us around? Sure. What? What's the big idea? Yamato flat out ignores me and instead turns to Sui. Even for him, that's a bit too cold. I'm honestly a little shocked. I feel like there's a small needle prickling at my heart.
So next up would be the heated indoor pool.
No doubt sensing the awkwardness between us, Sui endeavors to sound as cheerful as she can.
Miss Momo, we'll be on our way then.
Thanks for giving us a place to sleep. We owe you one, Miss Momo.
Don't mention it. Well, off you go.
Sui and Yamato turn to leave the room, leaving me behind. I feel like I want to scream. Well, I guess I'll be heading out too. All I can muster is a half-hearted goodbye.
Don't worry, Mikoto. I'm sure you'll make up with him in no time.
Mrs. Momo consoles me with a warm smile and even warmer words.
Right. Thank you, Miss Momo.
I respond with a curt bow before leaving the inventory. I respond with a curt bow before leaving the... What the fuck is the word? Infirmary. I respond with a quick... Oh my god. I respond with a curt bow before returning to the infirmary. The chilly air of the hallway forces me awake and reminds me of what we came here to do. Looking for Takeru should be our top priority right now. We have no time for petty squabbles. But then, why did things have to become so awkward between us? I didn't mean for this to happen, but was I being overly agitated back there? I mean, I wasn't purposefully trying to defend Misaki. Really, I wasn't. It just sort of happened unconsciously, I think. Yamato is just as worried about Takeru as I am, and when we finally found a lead, it must have looked like I was trying to sabotage things. No wonder he got so mad. Right now, we need every last bit of information we can get our hands on, no matter how small. I know that. I really do. I can't blame Yamato for getting so upset. When I remember the glare he shot at me in the infirmary, my chest tightens. Okay, I'm gonna apologize to him as soon as I can. With my mind finally made up, I hurry down the hallway to catch up to the others.
So, this is our swimming pool. Here's the changing room, and you'll find the showers right over there.
Wow, even the changing rooms are sparkling clean.
Yep, it's still a new building after all.
I can definitely see that. The equipment here is so clean, it looks almost unused. You'd think you just stumbled into a top-class gym or something. Have you ever used the pool yourself, Sui?
Well, yes, I do have swimming classes, although something really embarrassing happened just recently.
Something embarrassing?
Please forget I said anything.
Her impromptu slip of the tongue leaves Sui's cheeks flushed bright red. After realizing what she's done, she fixes her eyes on the floor. Did something happen? Don't leave us hanging.
Oh, well, my swimsuit has begun to feel, tighter as of late.
And?
So, when I jumped in, I popped out.
Her voice becomes progressively quieter. But, yeah, I guess that would count as embarrassing. Huh? I don't get it. What popped out? Yamato's beyond clueless. I can tell what she's trying to say, though. I have experienced it myself.
Oh, well,
Come on, just tell me. What was it? Some kind of monster?
No. My 𝓛𝓮𝓀 popped out of my swimsuit.
Sui's voice fades into a barely audible whisper by the time she reaches the end of her sentence. She's also blushing from ear to ear. Huh? Really? Whoa. Whoa. Yamato's eyes fixate squarely on Sui's chest. His nose is starting to bleed too.
Yamato,
Enough! What? I didn't say anything. Doesn't matter. I can tell you exactly what you were fantasizing about just then. That must have been so awful, Sui. You poor thing. I heave a short sigh while giving Sui a reassuring pat on the shoulder.
It was. There were boys around too, and they saw everything. I nearly died from embarrassment.
Having been reminded of an understandably traumatic experience, Sui covers her blushing face with both hands before crumpling onto the floor. I can definitely relate. A growing body and an unchanging swimsuit size don't exactly go well together. I'm surprised, though. Is she really still growing? Just in the chest, I mean? I steal a quick glance at Sui's bosom. Anyway, let's forget about all that. Can you show us another part of the school now? I'd love to see this entire place if possible.
Right. Okay.
At my urging, Sui picks herself up from the floor while giving us a sheepish nod. Oh, I can't even say that on YouTube, can I? Yamato is still muttering something stupid to himself, but I don't have any energy left to humor him. Sui shows us around the entire rest of the school. The classrooms, the rooftop, the gymnasium. Every single room, area, and piece of equipment is clean and well kept. Honestly, spending your academic years at a place like this must feel like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And yet, this is the very same place where Takeru went missing. Alright, I'm going to give this a short little break because I need to work on dinner, specifically homemade pizza. So that's going to be a good time. I will rejoin a little bit later and we'll have part 2.